Right.
Hello?
Hello. Can I? Hey, look at this. Hi guys, can you see me okay? Okay, just so I know you're there, after 3, I want you to shout out hello as loud as you can and wave your hands in the air. Okay? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, you gotta stop. Gotta stop. You're starting avalanches in the Himalayas. Welcome to the Himalayas, everybody. It's wonderful to see you all. You all look fantastic. And here I am on my 25th day of the expedition in a glacial lake area with beautiful mountains around us. Unfortunately, the cloud is very low at the moment, as you can probably see. I'm going to introduce you to some of my expedition colleagues. First of all, is our doctor, Peter Bradley. You want to come and say hello? Hello. Hello. Say hello back if you like. So just stay there a sec. And there's Mark Kelly, who's our technician specialist. And Mark is responsible for connecting with you, so that's a great one. And also we've got our cameraman, another Mark, and he's from America, and he's filming what we're doing at the moment. So you want to give him a big cheer? Okay, that's brilliant, guys. That's really good. Well, I hope you've been following us on the expedition. We've got about 4 more days to go before we hit Mount Everest Base Camp. And then from there, both Peter Bradley and myself will be attempting Everest around about the 19th of this month. And we hope to summit around about the 17th of next month. So we're going to be on the mountain up until then, so I really hope you can follow the journey. I've heard in the UK that you're actually doing a lot around the expedition, which I'm very proud of, and it actually inspires us, doesn't it, too?
Yeah, it's brilliant to hear that you guys are excited as we are after this expedition.
So that's great news, so thank you for that. Has anybody got any questions for either myself or one of the team?
Lucy?
Yeah. How do you know the right day to climb Mount Everest?
Do you want to go a bit closer to the computer, Lucy, so you can hear?
Go on then.
How do you know the right day to climb Mount Everest?
How do I know the right day to climb Mount Everest? Well, we've got a lead guide, which is the guy called Singhi Lama, and he's our Nepalese guide. And what we're going to be looking at is how we feel physically and mentally, both Peter and myself. Also the weather conditions at the time, and whether it's the right time to actually move. So these are the indications that we have. At the moment, things are looking okay. I don't really want to tempt fate, but things are looking okay for us. It's a good question. I haven't had that question before, by the way, so it's a very good question. Next question.
Ben?
What advice could you give me about becoming an explorer?
What's your name?
Ben.
Ben?
Yeah.
Well, Ben, advice to become an explorer. Well, you know, I'm from, as you know, I'm from Coventry, a little bit lower than you guys, where there's no mountains, there's no snow, no ice or anything like that. And I find myself from time to time being at the North Pole, South Pole and Mount Everest. So what makes me able to do these things? It's very, very simple. It's about thinking differently about life. Okay, so if you really want to be an explorer, and that what inspires you to go out and see what's around the world and see what life is about, then you'll be able to do it. There's nothing stopping you. You just have to think differently. And I think that's the same for all students that I speak to. If you find something in life that inspires you, whether you're good at an instrument or you're good at, maybe you want to be a teacher or an electrician or whatever you want to be, if that what inspires you in life, then run with it. Okay, so, and I was in the military and in rescue, and now I find myself being an explorer with good people around me as well, and I enjoy it immensely. So there's nothing holding you back, Ben, okay?
Okay.
Let me know how you get on. Maybe we go on an expedition together sometime.
Ella, do you want to ask your question?
Right.
How old were you when you completed your first expedition?
How old was I? Well, I'm 21 now. I'm joking. How old was I? Well, I think my first polar expedition was about 10 years ago. But when I joined the army, I was 17, and we were flying in helicopters in Kenya and doing various things around the world. So I regard that as a bit of an expedition as well. So about the age of 17, I realised how life could be completely different. And I think that was the first time I actually went and did some expeditions. So 17 years old. Have you been on an expedition yet?
No.
Where would you like to go in the world?
Ella? Where would you like to go, Ella?
Alton Towers? America? Well, that's going to please my cameraman here. I'm going to be giving you the thumbs up, look. He's from America. He's from a place called New Orleans. So maybe you go on an expedition with him.
Alex, do you want to ask your question?
Okay, we're going to have one more. Okay? One more question.
What have you done to reduce the environmental impact of the climb?
Wow, good question. Have you guys been studying the environment while I'm over here?
Yeah.
Some of you haven't. Okay. Well, well, over here, when I was in the North Pole and the South Pole, obviously there's massive differences over there. There's big problems on the Arctic Ocean with the ice melting. When the ice melts, the sea levels rise, and that has an effect on the coastlines of every country around the world. So what happens in the Arctic happens to places around the world as well. And within this region, there's a massive problem with glacial movement. So the glaciers are melting, creating really big lakes, and the lakes are actually about to, within a year to 10 years, actually break and then destroy villages and cultures within this area itself. So it's a really big problem that they're having here. And you will find, as we trek through these regions, there's a lot of scientists from all over the world who are studying the glaciers within this area, because it's a massive problem. But what I say to, again, students like yourselves is, the important thing is to take a personal responsibility for the environment. Lead by example. I think schools are doing that now. So recycle, get your parents to recycle as well, and take a real interest in the world. It's your home after all, and you've already said that you want to explore it, so you need to look after it. So it's very, very important to do that. Okay? Is everybody going to do that?
Yes! Might.
The correct answer. That's what I want to hear. Right, I'm going to show you something before we leave, something you may not have in your school area. This is, I don't know the range, you'll get it. It's a good range. Let's go right up to these guys. Can you see these guys?
Yeah!
These are yaks. These are yaks. We're in an area where all the expeditions, they load on their bags here and it goes up to base camp. So these guys at the moment are grazing like cows in the field and just resting, and soon they'll be heading up to base camp, taking all the equipment there. So there you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a final goodbye with my team. Just want to come back here, guys. Want to come in a little bit? And before we go, when we get to Mount Everest, and me, Peter and myself climb Everest, we're going to carry something with us. And we're going to carry this with us. You ready to like that? Okay, so we're going to carry this up with us. If you want to hold that, Pete. We'll carry that up with us. We'll get a photograph, hopefully from the top. And because you're in the UK, I'll make a point of coming along to your school to give you a presentation and also to give you the photograph signed by all the expedition team here as a present for following us on the journey. Is that okay?
Yes!
Okay, I'm going to ask the cameraman to come in a little bit, and Mark as well. We're going to wave goodbye, and we want a massive goodbye from you guys. Take care, guys. Follow the journey. Bye, guys. See you guys. Thank you.